children, welcome to this session of class 11 of St. Peter's College, Colombo 4, Nigambo branch, and this is literature lesson. And today we are going to talk about Fear by Gabriela Mistral. This is a poem which is written by Gabriela Mistral, and you have to know something about Gabriela Mistral. And she was born in 1889 and she died in 1958. And when she was living, she has worked a lot for literature. She won a Nobel Peace Prize for literature also, but she had a very unpleasant childhood where she was unable to go to school. And she is a Chilean poet, and her works of literature was mostly appreciated throughout the world. Although she was unable to attend school, she studied alone at home, and that is how she improved her knowledge on literature. She wrote her first poem when she was 14 years old. So it's very important for you to know something about this Chilean poet before you start doing this poem. Right, okay, the topic is fear. So when you say fear, what are the fears that we have? Sometimes we as human beings, we are frightened of ghosts, devils and vampires. We think they are superhuman or they are above us, and we are scared. And sometimes in the human world today, we are scared of our exams as children, and the adults are frightened about the future of their children and about the safety of their jobs. And when we come for exams, we have different kinds of fears. So these are the kinds of fears that we have. But here in this poem, the mother's fear is quite different. It's not the ordinary fears that we usually have. So let us try to go stanza by stanza and see what the poet has to say here. And the poems is spoken from the words of a mother to her daughter, but we can take this as a father's ideas about a daughter or a son, or even the mother's ideas about a son. As teachers, adults and parents, we all have expectations about our children, and this poem describes something unusual. It speaks something contrary to the wishes and expectations of most of our parents who are living today. Most of our parents who are living today have different expectations, high ambitions about their children, high ambitions for the future of their children. They want a good education and social status for their children, but this is quite unusual because you don't find, or you rarely would find a mother who would expect her daughter to be like this as explained in the poem. Okay, let's go line by line. First stanza, right? The narrator says, or the mother says, I don't want them to turn my little girl into a swallow. Now, what is a swallow? Swallow is a migratory bird who lives mostly in countries like Mexico, and during the winter time it will fly far away to countries where there is warmth and no winter. So that is a swallow, and she says, I don't want my little girl to be turned into a swallow. She would fly far away into the sky. Then what would she do? She will fly far away into the sky. So flying far away into the sky, that is an imagery. And never fly again to my straw bed. Straw bed is symbolic word. It symbolizes poverty, humility. So the mother says, if my daughter is made a swallow, she will fly far away into the sky and will not come to my straw bed or come to my poor hut, poor cottage. That is what she means. And then she says, oh, she would nest in the eaves where I could not comb her hair. So the mother says that if my daughter is made swallow, she would make her own nest in the eaves of houses, and she will not come back again to my straw bed, and I will not be able to comb her hair. So combing hair, that shows the closeness that the mother has with the daughter. Their close bond, relationship, attachment is so strong that this mother does not want any separation by them. Who is this them? The mother speaks about them. Them means the modern society, present society. So she requests, she pleads from the modern society not to make her daughter a swallow. She does not expect any change in the daughter's identity. She does not want the society to make any transformation in the daughter. So going away means looking for freedom. So mother does not want unnecessary freedom for her daughter because she is possessive. She has a great attachment to her daughters. Because of that, she says, don't take my daughter away. And she repeats, I don't want them to turn my little girl into a swallow. So this repetition is there in every stanza. There are 3 stanzas altogether, and at the beginning and at the end of each stanza there is repetition, and repetition emphasizes that the mother does not expect a change, and also it shows that the mother's reluctance to let her daughter go away, that is there. Then she thinks about the separation. She thinks that this kind of separation could affect their close relationship. So another point from straw bed is the warmth at home. Mother thinks that she would lose, her daughter especially, would lose the warmth and real attachment that she had with her daughter. Okay, let's come back to the second stanza, and it says, I don't want them to make my little girl a princess. Princess is a symbolic word, and it's also a metaphor. Even the swallow is a metaphor and also a symbolic word. So these are the techniques that you have to remember. It's a symbolic word and also a metaphor. Straw bed is a symbolic word. Right. Okay. In the second stanza, she says, I don't want them to make my little girl a princess in tiny golden slippers. Right. Tiny golden slippers. Golden slippers also symbolic word and also a metaphor. Right. It symbolizes that she cannot live close to nature. It shows that her daughter would lose her freedom, because when you are in a palace as a princess, you have no freedom. Means you can't move about freely, you can't do things freely, even you can't eat your food freely, because they all have to be checked before you eat them. So because of that, she feels her dissatisfaction here about the society making her a princess. So when she is made a princess in tiny golden slippers, how could she play on the meadow? Meadow again symbolizes close to nature. It shows that meadow is a pasture land or a grassland, and if she is she lives her normal life, then she will be able to play on the meadow. When the night came, no longer would she sleep at my side. So night is also a symbolic word, it's a metaphor. If when the night time comes, she will not sleep by my side. So this is the concern, worry of the mother. Her anxiety is this. Her loneliness, relationship and the affection is described when she says, no longer would she sleep at my side. So she does not want her daughter. Again, at the end of that second stanza, she repeats, I don't want them to make my little girl a princess. So you understand that this mother is quite unusual, abnormal, right? She is anyway down to earth. Her attachment to simplicity, her simple mind, her contentment, her satisfaction is highly exposed from these words that she expresses here in these stanzas. And we come to the last stanza. And even less do I want them one day to make her queen. And even less, what does this even less mean? What does this even less mean? She says, the mother says, even if the society makes my daughter a swallow, even if the society makes my daughter a queen, sorry, a princess, I don't want them to make my little girl a queen, because if my daughter is made a queen, what will happen? They would put her on a throne. So, throne is also a symbolic word, it's a metaphor. So, when she is made a queen, the society will put her on a throne where I could not go to see her. Right? This is the kind of attachment, relationship, or the real closeness that mother wants from her daughter. She will not be able to see her, and when night time came, I could never rock her. The mother wants to rock the daughter, keep her close to her, the mother. But if she is made a queen, she fears, the mother fears that the daughter will not be staying with her. There will be naturally a detachment between them. So because of that, she says that she does not want her daughter to be made a queen. That is what she says in the last two lines. And she repeats, I don't want them to make my little girl a queen. So this is a simple poem. The words are simple, and although the words are simple, the idea is very deep. It has a very meaningful idea. The message is very important, very vital, right? So mother says that I don't want my daughter to be made a queen, because she explains her reasons for not expecting her daughter to be made a queen by the society. So this is what you have to remember. So she is quite an unusual mother, because yours and my mother, my parents, would never tell, or rarely they would tell, if there is an invitation from any country where there are kings, and if they invite my son or a daughter to be made a queen, princess, I don't think that they will reject the invitation. They will like it, because we are living in the present society where people are most of the time pretentious, they are fake, they are not genuine, and they expect a lot of social status. They love social status. Because of that, if there is an invitation for you all to be princesses or princes or queens, I don't think that your parents will reject such an offer. I don't think that your parents expect you to get the minimum education. Your your parents want you to get the maximum education. So this is quite an unusual mother who does not expect high ambitions for her daughter here, maybe the son also. So there are some techniques like contrast is there. So straw bed contrasts with the throne, and golden slippers contrasts with the meadow. So that is there, then repetition is there, symbols and metaphor is there. You can go through and find out, and certain lines, as I have always told you, you have to quote and study for exam purpose. You have to write these quotations to prove your facts from the poem. So please study by heart some of these quotations, and if you study like this and face the exam and write your answers, essay type answers, you are sure to get more marks. And what else? So these are the things that you have to remember. She is very possessive. There is a bit of selfishness also, as I would look at it, because she does not give her daughter freedom to seek her own future. So because of that, there is a bit of possessiveness and selfishness, but still this is, I can call again a children's, it's your poem, it's the student's poem, because it describes nothing unwanted. It describes not to have high ambitions for a son or daughter. Right? That's my explanation, and hope you enjoyed, hope you understood. Thanks for listening, and hope to see you again with another poem or some literary work like this. And until such time, have a nice day, and may God bless you.